you ever truly wondered what really drives a woman? What keeps her heart restless, or what fears lie beneath her confident exterior? Believe me, most men stumble upon these questions without truly understanding the subtle forces at work. But today, we'll break it all down, step by step. I'm not talking about shallow tricks. I'm talking about deep, unshakable knowledge that will turn you into a master of human relationships. We, as warriors in this world, must recognize that the dynamics between men and women are far more profound than most people realize. Understanding a woman's vulnerabilities isn't about manipulation. It's about seeing beyond the surface. It's about understanding the psychological and biological forces that drive her actions. The more you understand this, the better equipped you'll be to help yourself. You will navigate relationships with purpose, not by chance. In today's world, many men fail to see these hidden truths and are left wondering why they are always guessing, always chasing, and never truly in control of their emotions or situations. That ends today. So, sit tight, warrior, and let's uncover the top 7 female weaknesses every man must know. Pay attention. Once you learn these, you'll never view relationships the same way again. Number 1. Fear of being ignored. One of the most common weaknesses women carry, often unknowingly, is a deep-rooted fear of being ignored. In a world where attention and validation are constantly sought after, the idea of being unseen or unheard can rattle a woman's emotional foundation. Think about it. Why do you think a woman becomes more intrigued when you withdraw your attention? It's because her natural psychological response kicks in, the fear of being ignored. When you stop giving her the constant attention she craves, she begins to feel invisible, and that's when her vulnerability surfaces. But don't get it wrong, this isn't about playing games. It's about understanding the balance of attention. Look at Marcus Aurelius. He understood the power of restraint. He gave only what was necessary, never overindulging anyone's need for approval. As a high-value man, you must be selective about where you direct your focus. Women are attracted to those who are not easily conquered. It's not about cruelty. It's about maintaining control over your attention. Number 2. Search for emotional security. The next vulnerability woven into female psychology is the need for emotional security. While physical security may seem obvious, emotional security runs deeper. Most women are always seeking reassurance, even if they don't say it out loud. They want to know that the man they're with is emotionally stable, that no matter the storms life throws their way, he will remain steady. But this is where most men falter. They become emotional roller coasters, unpredictable and easily swayed by their own feelings. And in doing so, they take away her emotional security. Think of the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus. These men faced every storm with calm and calculated responses. They knew that true strength lies in controlling emotions, not being controlled by them. Women are naturally drawn to emotionally grounded men who can face conflict without losing composure. When a woman feels emotionally secure, she will open up to you in ways most men never experience. As high-value men, we must embody that stability, not just for her, but for ourselves. When you control your emotions, you control the entire interaction. Number 3. The pursuit of the perfect relationship. Women often harbor a deeply ingrained desire to find the perfect relationship. But here's the irony. Perfection is an illusion. Many men fall into the trap of trying to live up to this ideal, doing everything they can to meet unrealistic expectations in the hopes of earning her approval. This is where most men go wrong. A high-value man knows no relationship is perfect, and he doesn't try to meet a fictional ideal. Instead, he leads by demonstrating what a real healthy relationship looks like, flaws and all. Women may chase the idea of a fairy tale relationship, but what truly attracts them is a man who is grounded, a man who isn't afraid to say no, knows his worth, and handles life's ups and downs with quiet confidence. It's not about meeting every expectation. It's about setting the tone for what a balanced and meaningful relationship should be. Number 4. The high-value man. The high-value man concept is a cornerstone of female attraction. Women are instinctively drawn to men who are well-groomed, firm, and emotionally strong. A high-value man knows his worth and takes care of himself, not for validation, but because he understands the importance of presenting his best self. Grooming is more than physical maintenance. It's a reflection of discipline, self-respect, and a commitment to excellence. Women see this and are naturally attracted. But it's not just about looks, it's about emotional resilience. Think of Marcus Aurelius leading his army. He stood firm in adversity. That same strength is what you must bring to your interactions. Women are attracted to men who don't crumble under pressure. When she sees you are not easily influenced and are in control of yourself, the situation, and the relationship, her attraction intensifies. Number 5. Desire for financial stability. A woman's desire for financial stability is deeply rooted in her instinct for security. It's not about greed, it's about the certainty that her future will be safe, predictable, and protected from life's chaos. Many men fail to grasp this truth and dismiss financial stability as a superficial concern. But it's far more than that. It's a reflection of how grounded a man is and how much control he has over his life. When a woman sees this, it gives her a sense of security and peace. Look at Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism. When he lost his fortune, he didn't collapse. Instead, he built a new life, relying on wisdom, resilience, and self-discipline. True financial stability isn't about wealth, it's about the ability to stand firm despite external circumstances. When you embody this mindset, a woman will perceive your stability and be drawn to it. Number 6. Need to feel special. Women have an innate need to feel special, unique, and irreplaceable. This is a major driving force behind many of their actions. When a woman feels like just another option in your life, her insecurity increases, and her attraction fades. But when you make her feel special, without inflating her ego, she'll feel deeply drawn to you. However, making her feel special doesn't mean putting her on a pedestal. It means recognizing her worth without sacrificing your own. Too many men fall into the trap of worshiping women, thinking that this will win their hearts. But that's the quickest way to lose her respect. Show her you value her, but do so from a position of strength. When you strike the balance between attention and emotional independence, you unlock a powerful dynamic that keeps her engaged. Number 7. Fear of abandonment. At the core of female psychology lies the fear of abandonment. This fear is deeply rooted in evolutionary biology, stemming from a time when women depended on men for survival. Although society has evolved, the emotional wiring remains unchanged. The idea of being left, whether physically or emotionally, can trigger deep insecurities. Most men make the mistake of overcompensating, constantly reassuring her, trying to prove they'll never leave. But this is a weakness that she can sense, and it often has the opposite effect. The high-value man provides security, not with words, but with actions. He is consistent, reliable, and strong, showing her through his actions that he won't leave, but without ever losing his sense of independence. Remember, a woman wants a man who is there for her, but doesn't depend on her. It's in your independence that she finds security. When she knows you could leave, but choose to stay, that's when her fear of abandonment is replaced by deep admiration and respect. Now that you've uncovered these truths, you hold the key to mastering not just relationships, but also yourself. Each of these weaknesses presents an opportunity for you to rise above the average man, living with purpose, wisdom, and strength. So I challenge you, take this knowledge and apply it. Be the man who leads, who controls his emotions, and who stands firm in his values. Leave a comment below with "Challenge accepted." I will personally read all of your comments. And if you seriously want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Stay strong. Until next time.